Welcome to the Mike Lutz Show. I really don't have an opening figured out yet. I don't have title cards or theme songs. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to figure stuff out as I go along with this. To introduce myself, if you don't know me, my name is Mike Lutz. I live in Chatham, Ontario, small southwestern Ontario town. Born and raised here. Married, 4 kids, mom and dad, brother. Just regular stuff. I've worked in the same factory for 25 years. I've done a few things like pro wrestling. Is probably the biggest thing that I've done. I did that for about 20 years, just on an independent scene. And there's I've got some stories I'd like to share about my time on with the pro wrestling. A friend of mine made a suggestion about. Initially, that was the wrestling stories were going to be a podcast, and he suggested the title "Ring Posts and Road Trips," and I really like that name, and I'm going to keep that name. If I do a segment where I tell a story about pro wrestling or anything like that, I'm going to call it the Ring Posts and Road Trip segment. Um, some of the other things that I wanted to talk about, another segment of the the stuff that I did on the shop floor at work. I'm gonna call anything any funny stories about like that. I'm gonna call that tales from the shop floor. Or I'm just gonna wing this, see how it goes. Um, a lot of this is going to be about an accountability um, show about me getting healthy and working out. Um, I have several big plans in front of me that I'm training for, and I'm really looking forward to um, getting into those and getting them done. My youngest son Parker has convinced me to do a 5K obstacle course run with him in June. Um, I was looking at the website, and it looks like it's going to be quite a workout. So I've got some work in front of me that I have to do. I'm looking forward to that challenge. See another, yeah. Since I'm recording at home, there's people at home, so you're going to hear all kinds of weird thumps and people stopping by, and so it's just the way this house is. Another thing that I wanted to try is a try. It is a very short length triathlon. I think it's 370 meters swim, a 10K bike, and a 2K or 2.5K run. Many years ago, maybe 10, 12 years ago, when I started to play rugby, I decided I am probably in good enough shape, which I wasn't. Um, there was a sprint length triathlon here in town. On a whim, I decided to sign up for it. I completed the race. I completed the sprint length triathlon. I was second last, and I shin splinted myself really bad. But I finished it. Now, I haven't really done any big physical challenges like that lately. Um, Now, this is me wanting to push some boundaries that I self-imposed boundaries that I don't think I'm capable of doing something like that anymore. Um, but I just finished reading a book by David Goggins called "You Can't Hurt Me," and it has literally changed my outlook on what humans are physically capable of doing. Uh, if you don't know who David Goggins is, he was a Navy SEAL. He's a highly decorated Navy SEAL, and he went from 300 pounds down to 190 pounds to qualify to make the weight limit, or 200. He had, well, okay, Goggins had to lose 100 pounds in 3 months to make sure he could even qualify to do Navy SEAL training, and he did it. I'm not sure. Like, I can't say I'm not sure. His level of dedication is incredible. He's got some superhuman grit and determination. Read the book if you can find the book. Go out and buy it. Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. I highly recommend it. Um, just an incredible story. You'll really enjoy it. Um, Another big challenge. I've signed up for the Relay for Life in Chatham. I believe that's in July. I'll check back. It's in July. It's to support the Cancer Foundation for research for cancer eradication, which hits close to home because I said right now my uncle is in hospice with just a bunch of different cancers, and it's just horrible what's going on. It's just I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying this, but my dad has cancer. My dad has throat cancer. And in 2 weeks, we are going to take him to London for throat surgery. And by throat surgery, they have to remove his voice box. And my dad will never be able to speak again. It's it hurts thinking about it. But this is the best thing, the best chance that he has to beat it. Yeah, so the Relay for Life has taken on a very special meaning for me. I it's just it's hard. This is how I'm going to deal with my dad's cancer and his recovery and everything else that goes along with it. Like, I don't know how this is going to play out. So we do know he goes in a couple weeks, and we'll just have to take it from there. I don't know. I don't know. It's just one of those things. He had smoked his entire life, but he had been smoke free for, he quit 15 years ago, roughly. And this cancer has nothing to do or is associated with that, as far as we can tell. It's just one of those things. So we're going to be dealing with that, and you're probably going to be getting more updates from me on how I'm dealing with that as well. One of the big things that I'm training for, besides the Relay for Life, which is, it's a 6 straight hour walk run. Yeah, if I remember, yeah, that's what it is. So right now, I'm my solo team. I'm just gonna, I'm by myself right now. But maybe I'll get a couple other people to sign on with my team, and we can break it up that way. As as we move past that, I got it. I said after reading the David Goggins book, I measured out a distance that to me is just it it's a long run. It's I'm going to hike to my friend's house. They live in Melbourne, which is just outside of London, which is roughly 50 miles from my house. So I'm not going to be doing that right away, but I'm going to be making that trip, that I guess that endurance feat sometime within this year. I just have to get better at my training, better at nutrition, drop weight, because at my current weight, my knees wouldn't be able to take that kind of a trip. So this is a process that is going to take a while, but I'm going to do it. And there's no reward at the end of any of this other than me being able to say, I did it. And I'm looking forward to the challenge of it all. I said I'm not done with a lot of the physical stuff. I'm done with a lot of contact sports. Like I said, I played hockey and rugby and football and the pro wrestling and martial arts since I was 15. Um, Now I just want to see how I can push myself individually in where I can take myself on my under my own power. It's something I'm looking forward to. Those will be updates as part of this vlog as well. Um, Once I'm going to continue learning how to improve this, like how to make a better vlog, how to make title cards, how to make a theme song, and try to make it a little more visually interesting for anybody that stops by. But again, I appreciate you taking the time to stop by and watching me. Um, Thank you. I guess this is the Mike Lutz Show.